A very good day to all my listeners all across the world. Welcome back to my podcast, George Nathaniel, and this is George Nathaniel for each one of you. To begin with, I want to thank all my listeners who come and listen to my podcast across all the platforms and those who visit my blog website, which is called georgenathaniel.net. And of course, especially to the ones who come in and put in the request for me to speak about certain topics or subjects or experience shares that can help each others grow faster in life. Well, I've got multiple requests from multiple people, and the request, when I was trying to align those requests, it was almost similar. So I said, let me try and compile that into one podcast. So they were requests about success, like how to achieve success, how much of success is enough, what is the essence of success, how do you accomplish, how do you keep on accomplishing, how do you stay motivated. So, well, there were a lot of things that came in, a lot of requests came in. So I decided that let me talk about a nice and meaningful topic for today, which is miles to milestone. So when I say miles to milestone, let us try and cover all the success factors, all the achievements factors, the accomplishment factors, the benchmarking, the motivation, and everything that's required to be an able and, of course, fulfilling leader. Now, when I say being an able leader, it's not only about the crown or title that he holds, but it is a continuity in ensuring results in everything that he keeps doing all across his journey in life. So, to be an able leader, you must understand that as you keep achieving, the expectation, the dependency also comes onto you. So, you need to continually grow, you need to continuously evolve, you need to continuously keep aligning with yourself, with others, combining, collaborating to making sure that not just you move the mile to milestones, but you help others to move milestones as well. It should be important for an able leader to be independent. And for an able leader to be independent, he must have his own action plans, his priorities, and his strategy, which is very important for reasoning behind every effort of his. So, miles to milestone is blending strategies with priorities over execution that brings about results. And when we talk about strategy in miles to milestone, what are we looking at? Why do you strategize? You strategize preparing for the future, preparing for the challenges ahead. So, strategy is actually the vision. It is a vision to secure your future. It is a vision to get better results driven and, of course, open newer opportunities. It is about building ways on self dependency. It's about being prepared. So, it covers preparedness in every aspect of our lives or contribution to everything that we do personally, professionally, or anything. Priorities is the moment. So it's very important to understand priorities. And priorities is focusing on the do's and the musts. So there is a big difference between the do's and the must. That is priority. Priorities is improving over maximum efficiency. Priorities is to align with the overall goal without deviating. And then execution is actually the aligned proceeding of strategy and priorities, which brings about better results. So, execution is implementing results on minimal risk, maximizing within your strength areas. Execution is to adapt, adjust, and to ensure that you achieve. So when I talk about miles to milestone, and try to cover as many topics or as many requests that have come in. So, miles to milestone is to keep on innovating, evolving, aligning to bring success on every foothold over your journey in life. So, when you look at miles to milestone and when you look at all the requests that have come in, well, it's important to look at some very good leaders. And today, let us look at leaders on the professional frontier. So, when we look at leaders in a professional frontier, and if we look at leaders in a, let's say, a professional organization or an MNC or any big organization, you see leaders such as a CEO. So, what is the role of the CEO? The CEO is the one who sets the vision. Then you have a CFO, who is another able leader. A CFO is somebody who secures the capitals. You have the COO, who ensures the execution over the operation in efforts. You have a CMO who drives growth. You have a CIO who builds innovation. Then you have a CRO who mitigates risk. So when you look at leaders in all aspects in a professional frontier, you must try and gather and see how many of the habits or see how many compilation of these roles can be put together in pursuing your growth, in pursuing your stability, in ensuring that you're learning and adapting to work over bigger goals in life. So, miles to milestone is not only about moving miles over milestones, over bigger achievements in life. It's about gathering leadership qualities, building leadership qualities, reorganizing yourself, realigning yourself, being open to change, and above all this, the most important thing is to believe you can keep doing better. If you believe you can keep doing better, that is where you move from miles to milestone. Now, when we look at the key elements, what are the key elements? The key elements, professionally, personally, or in our contribution, is clarity, commitment, and conversion. So don't be burdened by milestones. See yourself as an accomplished leader who is working to achieve the essence of well being. Keep engaging to keep improving. Ensure your goals have an outcome that builds the momentum for change. Keep growing over your limitation. And remember, one of the most important habits to build is keep putting in the extra effort to go the extra mile or to achieve the extra growth or raising your benchmark to the extra effort. Achieving comes from actually moving something extra. If you have moved an extra mile, you have raised your benchmark to an extra level, and of course that result goes to a different level as well. So miles to milestone is a compilation of everything, and we need to just gather leadership qualities, compile them, and see how you can align them into your lives to make yourself a much more able, self-confident, independent leader who can work on aspects of strategy, priorities, and execution diligently. So, listeners, as you know, I keep my podcast very simple, very precise, and just as eye openers for everyone, because each one of you has a different goal, you'll have a different situation, each one of you is working on different aspects of the daily life. And as you know, my podcast is all about sharing all the good things, sharing good experiences, and of course, trying to help each other grow faster in life. So, to my listeners who put in the request for me to speak about different topics, different subjects, I hope I was able to cover as many in miles to milestone. And keep putting in your requests, keep sending in your requests, and then I'll try my level best to cover as many as possible. So thank you to those who came in with the request for me to speak and compile on this topic called Miles to Milestone. And to everyone working hard, keep moving that miles to bigger milestones in all your lives. And we are coming to the end of 2024, and I'm sure, I trust that each one will do better in moving a new mile to a milestone by the end of the year. So, here's wishing everyone greater success, greater prosperity, greater happiness, greater wellness all across their lives. I hope you like listening to my podcast, George Nathaniel, which is available across all platforms. And I also have my blog website, which is called georgenathaniel.net. Come in, listen to my podcast, read my blogs, put in a request, and I'll be more than happy to come and talk about it. Thank you so much, and I wish each one of you all a fulfilling day ahead. This is George Nathaniel.